Tonight, the Charles River Museum presents the Second Shift Music Series, featuring Heather Maloney. Sponsored by Kathy and Dan Tappan. Proceeds from tonight's concert will be shared equally by the musicians, the museum, and Dineade Waltham. Please visit charlesrivermuseum.org and thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Mark Orelli, and I'm honored to return for a fourth year as curator of the Second Shift Music Series at the Charles River Museum. The stories we tell each other around the proverbial campfire make up one of our oldest human traditions. So when an artist performs a song that gives voice to an emotion or an experience that we too have shared, we feel seen. And when we are witnessed in such a way, we feel less alone. This makes live music uniquely suited to provide us with a sense of secular communion, to pull us all together at a time when we truly need it the most. I'd like to thank all of the artists who signed on to perform during our spring 2021 season. I'm a fan of all of them, and I'm sure after you tune in each week, you will be too. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome. I'm so glad to be spending tonight with you, and especially here in this gorgeous space, the Charles River Museum. A lot of you I know that are watching tonight, we've been hanging out in my living room and in my home studio, and so this is a real treat to get to be here, and it's an incredible crew, and I'm so excited that you're with us tonight. And so in the spirit of thinking about the world opening back up again and touring again, I'm going to play a song. I'm going to start the set tonight with a song about traveling.
Flutter by day, flutter by night. Flutter on a whim, flutter on a plan. Flutter when you feel the time is right, yeah. Flutter alone, flutter with another, flutter with a stranger, flutter with a lover. Oh, it doesn't matter. Catch the wind and go, yeah. Oh, and only the lonely can hold me. I need someone who sees the space between the stars. Rainer Maria, you know you're desperately alone, but you're a butterfly. You're frail and whole against the sky. Ooh, ooh, oh yeah, yeah. Flutter your gray, flutter your gold. Flutter when you're young, flutter when you're not. Flutter when you think you've grown too old. Flutter like a heartbeat, flutter like a flag. Flutter on a back road, flutter on the main track. Oh, it doesn't matter. Catch the wind and go, yeah. Oh, and only the lonely can hold me. I need someone who sees the space between the stars. Oh, Rainer Maria, you know you're desperately alone, but you're a butterfly. You're frail and whole against the sky. Frail and whole against the sky. Frail and whole. Flutter by day, flutter by night, flutter on a whim, flutter on a plan, flutter when you feel the time is right. Ooh, ooh, oh yeah, ooh, oh I always have this urge to say thank you so much. Even after over a year of playing, streaming shows with you all. But I can feel you, and I can also hear the rain coming down on this beautiful building. It just started. Maybe you can't hear that at home, but it's beautiful. It's putting me in a mood. And it's so spring. So, speaking of spring, I've had this song on my mind. This is my spring song of all songs, and I have yet to record this one, but I think I will. It's called Daffodil. Get out and watch the daffodils awaken from the ground, and I won't cut them down or take a photo just to post on my account. And my phone, gonna put it down, all the words and all the images and sounds. Don't read the comments, I don't read the comments. All I do is comment on it all. Someone liked my photo, someone that I don't know. All I do is comment on it all. It's that thing that I knew all alone in the warm. No one taught me how to be still, to be still, to be still. Daffodil. Hey, whoa. And that screen, gonna look away. It's so much brighter in the fleeting light of day. And that ring, I'm gonna turn it down, and you can notify me when I'm in the ground. Don't miss the finale, way down in the valley. The daffodils are taking yellow bows. They usher in the sparrow, who takes a final solo before their golden petals turn to brown. It's that thing that I knew all alone in the warm. No one taught me how to be. No one taught me how to be. No one taught me how to be still, to be still, to be still. Daffodil. Hey, whoa. And for once, I'm gonna sit down and face the emptiness I always disavow. And for once, once. I'm gonna reach out and take the hand of every demon, every doubt, every doubt, every doubt.
Take a sip. So, I really want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Most of my live streams are done on this thing called Patreon, which I'm sure a lot of music fans that are already a fan of this series and artists who have played it have been noticing a lot of musicians announcing Patreons and their Patreon pages. And honestly, it's one of those things that saved the music industries. A lot of industries have needed saving, and we've sort of found ways of doing that. I know that this series benefits the local restaurants, which is amazing and fantastic, and I hope that you're feeling inspired to give, knowing that that's supporting this community. But yeah, the one thing that I've been doing this past year plus is sort of limiting my live streams to my patrons on Patreon. So this is a rare open to the public live stream for me, and I'm just really happy that it's here because oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And so I told my patrons who are watching tonight that I would announce a secret password at some point during the show, because I'm having a little bit of a giveaway. I'm going to give away some new music that I'm releasing tomorrow, and I'm going to say the secret password at some point during the show. So if I say something random and you don't know what I'm doing, that's what it is. And if you're a patron, or if you become a patron by midnight tonight, and you write down that password and you send it to me in a direct message on Patreon, I will send you the giveaway prize. And so that's the end of my commercial. So this is a song that I actually got to, this is off of my record from 2015, a record called Making Me Break. And it's called Oh Hope, My Tired Friend. That's the name of this song. And I got to teach a songwriting workshop yesterday with my friend Dar Williams. And this was the song that I broke down in the workshop. So it's kind of on my mind, and I kind of wanted to play it because of that. This is about when hope is a good thing, and it keeps us afloat when we need it. But hope is not one-dimensional, right? It's something that has a limit or a downside, or situations where hope really shouldn't apply anymore. And it starts to go from a good thing to a thing that maybe is hurting you. And so it's sort of knowing that line and knowing when to surrender. For me, I'm always kind of navigating that. And this song is about when hope goes from something that's helpful to something that's potentially dysfunctional.
I've been waiting on delivery to come to me a while. It's been there in my periphery, just out of reach. I've been waiting on so many stars from when I was a child. Thought they twinkled at the wishes I sent up their way, but they betray the ones who pray for happiness. Oh, my tired friend, I followed you right to the end of that road, and I'll follow it right back to me. I've been waiting on lovers, friends, foe and family to think and feel and act the way I want them to. I've been waiting on the human race to rise to grace for me. Thought I needed them to be the ones, the rule of thumbs, the monks, the nuns, the major drums for happiness. Oh, my tired friend, I followed you right to the end of that road, and I'll follow it right back to me. Every little flower in the field, every little death upon my windshield, every set of eyes that drives by, every single thing has been a sign, yeah. Hey, I've been overlooking everything that's right in front of me. I've been searching for a message from beyond. I've been chasing the horizon line, the end of time, the sacred sign, the holy wine of happiness. Oh, my tired friend, I followed you right to the end of that road, and I'll follow it right back to me. I'll follow it right back to me, yeah. I'll follow it back, hey. Every little broken highway line, every single thing has been a sign, yeah. All right, so I think I'm going to try a brand new song right now. Well, it's a song I've been working on for a while, but every time I play it, it comes out a little bit different. So I wrote this song after watching the Ken Burns documentary on Mark Twain, which please watch that because it's so good. And the story of his life it's insane. It's incredible. And it's like one of those humans, one of those lives where you're like, how could all of those things have happened in that one lifetime? How did that all get compressed into one lifetime? And so Mark Twain's real name, Mark Twain was his pen name. I'm sure there are fellow Twain nerds out there tonight, but his real name was Samuel Clemens. And he, before he was a famous author and performer, he was a riverboat captain. And apparently he used to call, later in life, he I think he called his grandchildren, or the children in his life, Angelfish, which is what the name of this song is. How'd you fathom such a name? Read the river, call the twain, mark the depth known to be safe. Dear Sam, and did you fancy your own mind deep enough to pass you by, high enough to keep you dry above the storm? And if wrinkles merely indicate where smiles have spread across a face, 1,000 laughing lines would trace back to you like rivers to a sea. Ooh, you can fly, you can swim, you got wings, you got fins. You can fly, you can swim, you can move through anything, angelfish. Oh, and your famous wit was laced with pain. Your humor hides the bitter taste. The world's amused, but who could sense your sorrow? Your brother's ghost in the river deep. Your daughter's haunting all your sleep. She laughs in a recurring dream. Does it soothe or does it only sting? Ooh. You can fly, you can swim, you got wings, you got fins. You can fly, you can swim, you can move through anything, angelfish. Oh, and I'm just the fool who wrote a song to you, dear Sam, who's long been gone, in hopes I might learn how to cross the flow of tears. I'm floating on with every mile, another ghost. Tell me that I'm getting close to the mark, you know, where water's safe to pass. And let me fly. Oh, angelfish. Oh, angelfish. Angelfish. All right, well, I feel like I kind of went back in time for that song, and I'm going to stay back in time. This is another song this song is called 1855. And so it's a song about a couple who live almost their entire lives before getting their first and only photograph taken. And I love to imagine the time where the camera was a new enough piece of technology that not everyone could afford to have one or even use one. And that getting your picture taken for many was a pretty special event. And we're so far from that at this point. We are the most highly documented generation of human beings to walk this planet Earth. And sometimes I like to imagine, especially after this past year of the screen, which we appreciate, but sometimes I like to imagine a very different time. This building sure does make it easy to imagine that time. He left seaside daisies on her porch every day for weeks until she showed. There he was waiting with horse and carriage. Would marriage be further down the road? Well, he took Her handy took the reins without a plan, and they found that they were moving toward the sea. The smell of the ocean was liquor, was potion. It filled them as they fell so carelessly. Hey, da-da-da-da-da. Whoa, that's Mama and Pa on the wall smiling, and that's the only photo ever taken of them. There they are, old, and though they are gray, that's only a moment in a lifetime of days. And nobody brought a camera on their wedding day. Nobody captured the range of emotion and colors as the sun set on the bay. And they don't have proof of their anxious youth and how they threw themselves together in giddy haste. They can only remember that day in September, the jitters, the daisies, the lace. Hey, da-da-da-da. Whoa, that's Mama and Pa on the wall smiling, and that's the only photo ever taken of them. There they are, old, and though they are gray, that's only a moment in a lifetime of days. And in 1855, I was born into their lives, eyes as wide and blue as the Atlantic. I have a picture in my mind, a tiny dress out on the line. He called her Mama, and she thought it was romantic. Storm came upon our silk, and I was crying inside for milk. And she ran to me while he pulled down the laundry. And for all the rain and tears we would face in family years, I got 1,000 happy pictures. I got 1,000 happy pictures with me. I got 1,000 happy pictures with me. Oh, 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 oh. Well, that's Mama and Pa on the wall smiling, and that's the only photo ever taken of them. There they are, old, and though they are gray, that's only a moment in a lifetime of days. That's only a moment in a lifetime of days. Hey.
All right, you all. I think I'm going to get out of this open tuning that I'm in into a standard tuning. And I want to play. I want to transition there because there's a song that I want to play that's kind of been on my mind. It's a song that I wrote the last night that I stayed in one of my childhood bedrooms. The morning after, actually. My brother was the last to leave that house, and when he did, my mom made that room into a guest room, as you know, as parents do when the kids leave. And I was on the road. I had just played Philadelphia Folk Festival, and I was going to drive all the way home to Massachusetts from that festival. And I ended up staying at the festival a little bit too late and realizing I wasn't going to be able to make the drive home to Mass. And then realizing that the house that I grew up in, this house in New Jersey, was the midway point, and that I could stop and crash at my childhood home. And so, I kind of stumbled in late at night after the festival that night. And it didn't really hit me, that I was sleeping as a guest in a guest room in that house until the morning. And that's when this song came tumbling out. And it's been on my mind because really it's a song about impermanence. Really it's a song about that thing that as human beings we grapple with constantly. And we have all kinds of ways of dealing with impermanence. And the way that I deal with it is writing a song. So this is called Let Me Stay. My brother's old room used to be mine, and all of our posters have changed over time. Now all of our idols are on the tip of our tongues, and we can't recall what's his name over eggnog and rum. And my brother's old room used to be mine. Now my mother's old paintings can finally shine and fill all the spaces where celebrities posed. I woke up this morning in a room that I know. Oh, my brother's old room used to be mine. He painted it blue and I left it behind. Now my mother's old Alvarez leans up against white in the brand new guest room where I slept last night. And let me stay a little longer, let me rest, let me belong here. I am a guest in every room I've ever known. And if my brother's old ceiling gets just enough sun, the shapes of our made-up constellations grow in a pattern that I knew by heart. I woke up in the morning and picked up her guitar, and on my mother's old Alvarez from 76, I wrote down this song as a bargaining chip to capture a moment from merciless time, to stay in a room that I know for a while. And let me stay a little longer, let me rest, let me belong here. I am a guest in every room I've ever known. My brother's old room this morning is mine, and someday a stranger will wake to this light, and this illumination is a passage of right, and the lineage of visitors grows a little in size. 4 walls and a window opposite the door. I pack up my bag and I leave it once more. Another holiday ends in a teary embrace, because even our bodies are places we stay. Because even our bodies are places we stay. And let me stay a little longer, let me rest, let me belong here. I am a guest in every room, I'm just a guest, I'll be going.
ever known.
Well, hey everyone, if you're just tuning in, or if you came in before I said hello, I just want to welcome you and say that I'm really happy that you're hanging out with us tonight. And I'm just kind of filling with joy right now, and I hope you know, maybe you can really feel this space wherever you are, because, you know, this is like singing it in a space like this, it gives back to you, and it's like resonant and it's inspiring, and that's why I'm like just overflowing with joy right now. Yeah, it's been a long year of singing in a tiny room, and honestly, my heart is just bursting, and I can't wait to do this with you, like more. So thank you for being here with me, and thank you to this incredible crew who are making it look and sound amazing for you. I've seen the other episodes. And I also want to thank Mark Orelli for asking me to do this. Mark, you're incredible, and I've been a fan of yours for a while. And I remember, I think I opened a show for you and Lori it was in a church in Cambridge a number of years ago. And that's, I think, where I learned that you also played tenor guitar, where Mark Orelli, you've probably seen him be amazing on his tenor guitars. And I remember showing up, you know, being sort of relatively new singer-songwriter and just being really, you know, the eager opener that I was, and knowing that Mark also played tenor. And I think he showed me like an open tuning on the tenor that night at that gig, and I was like, oh, so cool. So I brought a tenor guitar to play, Mark, I have to tell you, but it's an electric tenor, which at some point I will show to you, Mark. I think you're watching. Hopefully I'm talking to you. But anyway, it had some technical issues, so I don't have it tonight, but I will in the future. So thank you, Mark. And you know, I think I want to play a song now that this one got me through some kind of tough stuff over the last few years. And this is a song written by Joni Mitchell, covered by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. And it's called Woodstock. Well, I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road, and I asked him, I said, where you going? And this he told me. He said, I'm going on down to Yasgur's farm. I'm gonna join in a rock and roll band. I'm gonna camp out on the land. I'm gonna try and get my soul free. We are stardust. We are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Well, can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the smog, and I feel to be a cog in something turning.
Well, maybe it's just the time of year, or maybe it's the time of minute. Don't know who I am, but you know, life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere there was a song and a celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we're billion-year-old carbon, and we're golden, but we're caught in the devil's bargain, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
All right, you all. So the secret passcode is we are Stardust. That's it. So the first 40 of my patrons who send me a direct message with the phrase "We are Stardust," they'll get a download of the new music that's coming out tomorrow, and a little piece of merchandise in the mail. So that's it, folks. Write it down. All right, and staying on the Stardust theme, this is my Stardust song. It's called Dirt and Stardust.
I don't want these walls to wall me in forever. I don't want to make my home unfenced in land. We can buy our lot, we can mark our spot, but we're travelers whether we like it or not. So please make my castle out of sand. Oh, please make my castle out of sand. And I don't want light that lights forever. I don't want fire that stays stable. And the wick is lit, it burns a bit, and then it goes out at the end of it. So please don't hang a bulb above my table. Oh, please don't hang a bulb above my table. table, 'cause I am made of all the same stuff that makes the seasons what they are. I am made of dirt and stardust, my daddy's dreams, my mother's heart. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And I don't want a promise that outlives the promiser. Hey, and my body will not last longer than a metal band. And this tender expanse, it's called romance, and like anything great, it's riddled with chance. So please don't put a diamond on my hand. Oh, please don't put a diamond on my hand, 'cause I am made of all the same stuff that makes the seasons what they are. And I am made of dirt and stardust, my daddy's dreams, my mother's heart. Oh, my mother's heart. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. I don't want blooms that bloom forever, and I don't want colors that don't fade away, and petals open to the sun, and they wilt when they're all done. So please don't put silk flowers on my grave. Oh, please don't put silk flowers on my grave, 'cause I am made of all the same stuff that makes the seasons what they are. And I am made of dirt and stardust, my daddy's dreams, my mother's heart. Oh, my mother's heart.
I can't get over the sound of the rain that's tapping on the roof right now. Oh, it's more like pounding.
Went to church in a mini skirt. They said you better cover up, but you were wearing more than Jesus on the cross up above. You tell them I'm a Madonna, I'm a Madonna and a whore. And don't you make me into lust and die, don't you make me into more. You went to temple just to meditate. You heard that it could free your mind. They said your body's gonna desecrate the purity of our shrine. But tell me, can a little cleavage into the freedom of the soul, when you were aiming just to be with whatever is that you behold? And I am not a lady you can tame. I am not a girl that you can shame. I am not a woman you can name. I'm an enigma. You went to buy yourself a Fender. You put the ukulele down. They always seem to use your gender when they're describing how you sound. Sometimes you put a pretty show on, sometimes you turn it up a lot. One day you sing a little folk song, one day you wanna rock. And I am not a damsel in distress. I'm not the wicked witch of the West. I am not a holy high priestess. I'm an enigma, enigma. You went to heaven in the back seat. You never caught that angel's name. You found your knight in shining armor, but you hold the whip and chain. Yeah, they tell you that you gotta pick one, what kind of woman you can be. Yeah. But baby, you're a contradiction, made up of multitudes at least. And I am not a trophy you can claim. I am not a prude, a virgin dame. I didn't wear this just to entertain. I'm an enigma. And I am not a doll face in a dress. I am not an icy queen heartless. I'm not the perfect mother manifest. I'm an enigma, enigma. And I am not a lady you can tame. I am not a girl that you can shame. I am not a woman you can name. I'm an enigma, 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 enigma.
Oh my goodness. So that song's called Enigma, and it's off of my very latest full-length record, and I had the honor of singing that one with one of my favorite singers, Rachel Price of the band Lake Street Dive. For some reason, when I was writing that song, I was really imagining, like, I think I was listening to a lot of 90s music. But it was just a joy to make that one. And I think I have time for 2 more songs. And I really want to say thank you again to you guys for tuning in, and the incredible crew that's making this, bringing joy, like streaming joy out into the world with this series when it's really needed. And I want to thank you guys for the donations, which are benefiting multiple things. And I'm sure if you go to the link that I've shared, you can read all about this series and the museum and this community. So I encourage you to do that, and I just thank you so much. So yeah, I'm going to play this song also from that latest record, and I want to send this one out to my papa tonight. This one's for you, Dad. It's called All in Your Name. Ain't that your jacket in the mudroom? Ain't those your shoes there by the door? You never left the house without them. Now you don't need them anymore. Ain't those your keys there on the table? And they've gone everywhere you go. They opened every door you walked through, turned every engine on your road.
I'd run those keys out to the driveway, joke that you wouldn't have gone far, and now you're further than you've ever been from me, than you've ever been from me. And like a song, I can't see you, but you move me just the same. Like the radio waves all through the air, you invisibly make it okay. Like the moon, I can't touch you, but you pull me just the same. Like the crashing of waves all through the ocean, I rise and I fall in your name, all in your name. They say at first the pain is piercing, an angry bee inside your chest, but it can't sting like that forever, and even heartbreak takes a rest. They say just like a sword in battle, a sharpened blade will slowly dull, with every thought inside my mind that you possess. It'll hurt a little less. And like a song, I can't see you, but you move me just the same. Like the radio waves all through the air, you invisibly make it okay. Like the moon, I can't touch you, but you pull me just the same. Like the crashing of waves all through the ocean, I rise and I fall in your name, all in your name, all in your name, oh, all in your name, oh, all in your name. Like a song, I can't see you, but you move me just the same. Like the radio waves all through the air, you invisibly make it okay. And like the moon, I can't touch you, but you pull me just the same. Like the crashing of waves all through the ocean, I rise and I fall in your name, all in your name. All right, friends, thank you so much again for joining me. I'm going to do one more song, and thanks so much to this beautiful series, the beautiful crew making it happen, this beautiful space, the museum. I didn't even really get a chance to fully take it in, but I hope that you get the chance to in person sometime soon. And thanks for donating to a good cause and to this series. I asked the wonderful crew here if they would stomp and clap with me on this last song. A lot of you know, if you've seen me live, I like to do this song at the end of my shows, and I often have the audience hold down the rhythm for me because it's an a cappella song that I sing over. And this is sort of the first time in a while that I've been in a room with more than just myself. So I kind of roped people into stomping and clapping with me. And if you're at home, stomp and clap along too. And this is a song called No Shortcuts.
All right, so this is the rhythm. You can do it at home. It's gonna be a stomp and a clap and 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 a... Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys. We were driving in the country woods and we didn't know why we were there. Maybe we were running from the big city, or maybe we were running to the mountain air. And then we came upon a cabin of a diner, and oh, how they did stare. Said, hey, what's the quickest way to a Motel 6 out in these sticks? Hey, I'm feeling kind of weary, we've been driving all day, and we need a place to stay. Ooh, there's a baby, there ain't no shortcuts on your way. Oh, baby, there ain't no highways in these parts. You know, baby, gonna have to drive yourself down every little windy road if you really wanna get to where you're going. Oh, yeah. I was sitting in the meditation hall and I didn't know why I was there. Maybe I was running from the big issues, or maybe I was running to the stillness there. And then I came up on greed, hatred, and delusion, and oh, I did fare. Said, hey, what's the quickest way to freedom and love? How do I rise above? Say, hey, I'm feeling kind of weary, I've been sitting all day with my mind in disarray. Ooh, and as a baby, there ain't no shortcuts on your way. Oh, baby, there ain't no highways in these parts. You know, baby, gonna have to drive yourself down every little windy road if you really wanna get to where you're going. If you really wanna get to where you're going. Yeah, really wanna get where you're going. If you really wanna get where you're going. Really wanna get where you're going. If you really wanna get to where you're going. Hey, Thank you everyone. Thanks so much for the stopping and clapping. Good night.